real estate itself, I mean, it's opened up so many doors for me, whether it's investing back into real estate, spending more time with my family.
Being able to work your own schedule, fit it into your family, how you see fit, but still being able to have that work-life balance and make a living off of it.
I need something that I can have more control of and sort of have more control over my future.
We really want to take a chance on life and do what we always dreamed. And for me, that was always real estate.
I was getting offers to go back to teaching. I was very close to taking them just because I was scared and I wanted to go back to that security.
I wanted to find other ways that I could make money while living a much healthier lifestyle, and also where I could build passive income.
I was just working, different jobs here and there, some retail stuff. I could have gone back to school, trying to get another job with another management company, or YOLO, take a chance, try to start my own. And the appeal of doing that, again, not having to be responding to somebody or being my own boss, being able to make my own schedule, build things the way I want to build it. Property management and real estate, that all allows me to do all that stuff and live the best life and not have to punch in and punch out.
So I was a medic with Austin EMS, so we ran 911 calls in Travis County, and that was great. I always wanted to get into real estate. I really always did, and I never believed in myself to do so. I had a lot of people growing up saying, follow a traditional path, work a 9-to-5 job.
I was a teacher before, middle school math, 8 years, and I burned out. I just, overworked, and I knew that it was my calling for that time, and I just knew that I couldn't continue at that stress level and that work level. I was not going to be going back to it. I didn't know at the time that I was going into real estate then. I just knew I wasn't coming back to teaching.
I had like a corporate type job. So that's when I went to business school. I'm like, I want to sort of like pick up some skills and change it up a bit. That's when I did the consulting thing. Again, I went through all the paces, and they're like, we don't really have anything for you.
Life for me before I got into real estate was very hectic, so I was always working, and then when I got home, I was with my daughter, bathing her, getting her ready for bed, and just the same thing every day. I got tired of the living in the everyday cycle and just I knew I wanted more, and I knew I wanted to pursue more.
Before real estate, what life was like, I was always just I was honestly always just like trying to have fun and kind of like rebel to the norm and live a life that was unorthodox and kind of like live in a way that gave me control of my time.
And I was really comfortable, really safe, and I was really helping a lot of people. But, my mental happiness was really falling off.
And then when you go into corporate world and you see complacency and just like clock in, clock out, and then they just do it, and they do it, and they do it, and then it's like they're gonna do it for 30, 40 years and then have a pension. And it was just like, there's more.
I don't know if you've ever seen those graphs where like your 9-to-5 job, gets better just slowly. And like an entrepreneur career, it starts out really low, and then you have a big increase of momentum at one time.
I think being able to make a living on your own is like a huge accomplishment that it's really hard to achieve. I think people don't realize how hard it can be to achieve. You just have to be consistent.
To actually be able to do what I'm doing now and helping family, helping friends, I had to step away. I had to get away from that 9-to-5. I had to go off on my own, maybe take a step in a deep end.
The introduction for real estate began with myself and my wife. I said, Jen, we have to buy a house because the value's only going to go up. And as a medic and as a teacher, we're not going to be able to afford Austin. By some grace, she agreed to buy a house with me, and we bought a house. And then that was the spark that said, okay, real estate works.
Realized we already kind of had a couple toes in the real estate area. We'd bought houses a couple times ourselves, so we knew how it worked, and decided that that might be a good path for us to take to become entrepreneurs and work for ourselves.
To be an entrepreneur, in my opinion, means you have to listen to a lot of people say it's impossible and do exactly what you want to do anyway. Listening to a lot of people say, no, you can't, no, you can't. that crushes a lot of dreams that you don't even know haven't even gotten off the ground.
You definitely need self-discipline. You need to have drive. You need to be very knowledgeable and continue to want to stay knowledgeable because things are forever changing in the real estate world. And you need to be consistent. And you have to have a purpose.
It really means someone who's taking risks, someone who's taking chances, but also someone who's not afraid to get out of their comfort zone and build a life for themselves and put yourself out there more and not being afraid of the unknown and not being afraid of hard work either, because it takes a lot of that.
I think you need to be real with yourself because it's not for everyone. There's millions of people in corporate jobs and cubicles and offices right now that are elated, and they should be there. The whole risk versus reward, I do buy into that cliche, that you have to take that risk to get the big reward, and sometimes it's really scary. If this doesn't work, my life's gonna alter.
So to be entrepreneurial, you have to have enough of a thick skin to get past a lot of no's. And then you really have to set your compass to the thing you're afraid to do most, your biggest dreams. And you have to take small steps, but you have to take steps.
Having a job is essentially trading your time for financial security. And I've tried to do that many times, and every time I go mentally insane. I don't know if it's because I'm rebellious or because I feel like I'm missing opportunity or something, but being an entrepreneur means it's not up to anybody else but me whether or not I'm financially secure, and it's completely dependent on how much productivity I put into whatever I'm doing.
Like with everything in me, think minimal risk gives you minimal reward. But some people, that's totally all right. But for me, I need some freedom, I need some risk. I've seen it through my 3 or 4 generations of the benefits of it. So for me, it's to be an entrepreneur is be real with yourself.
You have to be uncomfortable. Not gonna feel easy. If it felt easy, everybody would do it, and if it felt easy, I don't know, it wouldn't be as rewarding.
My life goal is to learn everything I can about real estate and then teach my kids. Buy as many properties as I can and leave it to them. Really, really educate them on real estate as a vehicle for independence and freedom.
A much deeper why is I think real estate, when you take away the houses and the money and everything, it's like a way that people connect that matters a lot to them. And I think my big why is I want to get to a place in life where I'm helping a lot of people.
What's everybody's goal in life? You want to own a home. That's the American dream, and I think it's a fantastic dream. But to be able to help somebody attain that, it is something that is really fulfilling, because not only are they breaking the cycle of paying rent to their landlord and their landlord paying the bank, but if you can get yourself out of that, you're paying yourself month over month whenever you make your mortgage payment, you're building principal. It's one of the most liberating feelings to own a home, and if I can help somebody attain that, it means a lot to me.
I want to be able to create financial freedom for my family right now and also for them in the future when I'm no longer here. I want to build the wealth that comes along with it. I don't want to be just your average real estate agent that helps people buy and sell. I want to actually have my foot in real estate as well, and making a portfolio of my own and not just helping people build theirs, but also build mine as well.
The life I want to create for my family, the way I see me raising kids and then passing on the business to them, and it's a lifelong endeavor that just feels right and purposeful, And not only in that am I creating a legacy for myself, but I'm helping to create legacies for my clients as well, and then building their real estate ownership.
You've got to be a hard worker. You've got to be a risk taker. You can live a consistent, steady life, but it's really not going to get you to where you may want to be. Life rewards those who do jump into the deep end without knowing what's down there. You can be smart about risks, but you've got to take them. Someone once told me you got to make good on your good luck, and if you see an opportunity in front of you, you may not know what's on the other side, but you got to go through the door.
What do I love about real estate? I love the flexibility. I love the autonomy. I love the money. I love the possibility that all that time that I'm not working for somebody else gives me to work for myself.
I wanted to find other ways that I could make money while living a much healthier lifestyle, and also where I could build passive income.
And then I remember people were always like, "Oh, you gotta be like really aligned with who you work for, and you gotta have like a cultural fit." And I was like, what is all this stuff about? Until I came upon TRE. Then I was like, oh, this is what they mean. Like when things just sort of fit. I met with Matt and what the goals were, and then I was like, oh, this is what is possible. I think that's sort of where there was a big click of matching with goals and objectives and how you want to live your life and things like that.
I want to say that I joined TRE in April or May of last year. Since then, just kind of like a whole new door has opened in like how I understand like in terms of like possibilities in real estate.
We chose to switch to Teifke Real Estate TRE because they were more investor friendly. We knew that that was the direction we wanted to go in. I knew that we would be able to benefit and grow just the way Teifke is growing right now.
Teifke Real Estate really lets you do whatever. You know, you're not put in a box and they don't say, go do this, go call these leads. It's go make the most of your life and how can we help you?
Once I got my license, like I had everything in motion. I was like, all right, I'm gonna like join his team and yada, yada, yada. And then out of the blue, I just get this text from TRE, and like I just got this feeling that it just like felt so intuitively in line with my goals and my vision of what I wanted to do in real estate.
Everything that they stand for, their entrepreneurship, you know, everything that they are working on is stuff that I hope to eventually have myself. I also like that they teach about wholesale, and a lot of brokers don't teach about that. I never knew what wholesale was previously till meeting people on this brokerage and doing a little bit of research. Nobody teaches you other ways how to make real estate if you're not bringing money into the brokerage.
I mean, real estate, it can be me, but that's no fun in life. Real estate should be in and on, and that's part of what Teifke Real Estate really promotes. You are working for yourself. You're not just working for the brokerage, but you're helping your clients, you're building your own net worth. When you're working and living for other people, I think you get the most out of life. Or working in and on in real estate, it's a powerful thing.
Just realizing how much of a win-win it is to be licensed and be with a brokerage who's like pro going the route of not only traditional retail stuff, but also all the investing off-market side. And so, but you know, we've built up like a machine, a lot of hands-on with Matt and Alex, and it's been just like, it's been truly life-changing.
What's an entrepreneur?
I'd say an entrepreneur is someone who does not conform to the norm. They kind of want to carve out their own path in life and in their career and within real estate. They're self-motivated. They're more driven by this internal desire for freedom and to be able to do whatever they want when they want.
It's somebody who is very creative and wants to push the limits and wants to take risks and has a chip on their shoulder and wants to prove people that they can do something, that they have something within them that they can go out and make an impact and influence other people. We love people that come here and get more out of life, right? This isn't about me or Alex. It's a movement. It's an idea that we can all go accomplish something, and we can do it together if we want. And so we look for people that have a little bit of fire in their eyes and people that wake up every day and want to get more.
I think there's entrepreneurs and then there's ontrepreneurs. Like, I don't think you just like become one. I think it's something that's within you for your entire life.
It's definitely not for everybody because it's hardcore and there's a lot of challenges and struggles, and you have to be the type of person that looks forward to that and wants that. We want to look at properties and say, what's the best exit strategy for everybody here? How do we personally get involved? How do we create a win-win? So an entrepreneur versus an agent, an entrepreneur first looks to acquire the asset for themselves. Second, they potentially want to wholesale it. Third, they maybe would list it. An agent does not have the ability to think outside the box.
You've got your two options, showing or representing buyer/tenant, or listing, seller, or landlord.
If you're a traditional agent, you're very much reliant upon other people. So you're reliant on your clients that they're going to continue to sell or buy real estate. When you're an entrepreneur, you rely on yourself. And you figure out how to go drum up and find and create your own opportunities.
This breed of entrepreneur, this community, every agent at TRE, we are looking to buy more real estate.
So we is everybody that believes in us, and we believe in them, and that we are growing together. So there's multiple people that are drumming up opportunities and coming together to get more out of real estate. So it's everybody that has this spirit, has this mentality, that seeks to add value first, and takes a bet on our brokerage, because we're not trying to make as much money as we can on commission splits. People that join, they said that they believe in us, and it goes a long way, and we end up doing a lot more together.
I think what limits agents and most people in general is just lack of education, lack of motivation, and kind of belief in oneself.
To become an entrepreneur, you got to get around us, and we're looking for people that have that go-getter, no-fear mentality. We have all the stuff on the backside that can support and help build somebody. We've got the loans, we've got the contractors, we've got the knowledge, we've got the contracts, the resources, the people, the team.
An agent can become an entrepreneur by joining TRE and following the Entrepreneurial roadmap that we developed, a step-by-step process to show you exactly how to go down this road of being an entrepreneur, and just getting around us and going all in. And most importantly, it's taking that bet on yourself and going all in on yourself, and we'll be there right along with you on your journey.
Roadmap's a guide to create financial freedom. It's developed through multiple years of being in and around the business, experience firsthand, reading, knowledge, podcasts, books, understanding, school, education, everything we could to figure out what is the path to get to this place where you can be on top of your game in life in general, in real estate, in business. We partner with agents. We constantly put out content. We literally live and breathe this idea.
We've developed the systems, the education, and really this entire company to be able to support agents who want to be entrepreneurs.
The goal for an entrepreneur is to build and create the life that you want.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am an entrepreneur.